What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something fun for you guys. I'm doing 3 different rhinestone looks. I actually tried these rhinestones out for the first time. I went to a wedding this weekend and I was like, this is too freaking easy. I need to share this on my YouTube channel. And then I found 3 new looks on Pinterest. Decided to do these 3 and that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna share my tips and tricks on how to get both eyes even, how to do a nice sort of line. If you didn't know, today's video is part of my Cool Girl series. What are my Cool Girl series? Well, they're makeup that I find is cool and that I think that like a typical cool girl would wear, you know, like a chick in New York. Like how would she wear rhinestones at a New Year's party? Probably something like this. It needs to be quite straightforward, not too difficult to do, but it, you know, it can be mismatching, it can be fun, it can be out there. She just a cool girl. She dares to do different, and I would say that this is a little bit different, of course. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nats. I want my channels to be a space where we take an as realistic and true but also fun approach to beauty. This right here being the fun part. So if you like the idea of that, please subscribe. Also know that I'm still a small channel, and for all the small channels that you follow, engagement is everything to us. So if you like any of these looks, if you get inspired, if you're about to try them at home, please comment something down below or give it a like or just comment a little emoji. It all counts. It all counts. Let's get into the look. 3 looks. For this first look, there's a liner, there's some mascara, and then there's the rhinestones under the liner. So I'm going to quickly do a liner. Liner done. I have a liner tutorial on how to exactly do this liner, so if you want to learn how to do that, I'll link it up here. I also do have a liner playlist, so I'll link that here too, with a bunch of different eyeliner looks. For the rhinestones that I have, I purchased these on Amazon for like $50. I'll link the Amazon link down below. So I've tried these ones. They're awesome. They stick to the eye with lash glue. The lash glue I use is the Duo Wipe Clear transparent one. I'll link that below too. With the rhinestone package that I got, I also got one of these tweezers that make it super easy to pluck these up. Let me show you what that looks like. So it's one of those like very precise tweezers. Can highly recommend buying this package, and or if you have a pair of tweezers like this at home, they really help. Let's start with this look. So I'm gonna start with the one that's like closest to the eye, right at the like outer corner. I just put a little tiny little boop of lash glue, and then I dip the diamond in there. So there we go. I don't know if you can see, yeah, I hope you can see that little glue thing. And then what I do sometimes when I get too much, because you really need so little, I kind of like just wipe it off a little bit on my hand, and then you can just press it on with the, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a smaller one. So now you can see that I had a little bit too much glue because the glue is kind of surrounding that rhinestone. It's fine since it's a clear lash glue. It's gonna dry down. And then I'm gonna place an even smaller one right up here. Just placing that right there. And like, you have a little bit of time until the glue dries down. So if you feel like you didn't place it perfectly, you can just go in and like bump it and move it, and then try to press it down on your skin so it really attaches to your skin. Now I'm gonna grab another small one like that, I think, and I'm gonna kind of trace them under that liner. Now I'm gonna take another like basically medium one. So I'm just going in with a couple of fairly small ones and kind of putting them along that lash line. Now I'm just gonna place a few under that row. I'm gonna place a few mini ones. There we go. What do you think? I love the fact that you kind of really can't see it when you look at me straightforward, but then when I do this, oh, magic. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, this is the first look out of the 3. What do you think? What do you think? I really like it. Can I just say that this is something that I'm so prepared to wear for any given time. No, but like any celebratory thing, like a birthday, a wedding, New Year's, whatever. This is a little bit too like timid for me for New Year's, but I mean, let me give you a close up. You can see I kind of placed the biggest one right at the start of the liner. And then I did 3 mini ones on the outer corner and then 3 mini ones right here. And here in the middle, we have a medium one. So that's kind of how I thought. And then I placed the smallest ones also on the second row, kind of a little bit randomly. So this is this one. Hope you like it. For this next one, we want to trace out the kind of shape before we go in because it's going to make it a whole lot easier. You can do it on both eyes, make sure that they're even, and then go in with the rhinestones. You could choose something very skin-like that is as close as possible to your skin, like some kind of a pencil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my brow pencil. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Neutral Nana, and it has a side that looks like this. So it's a very light taupe-ish color, and I'm gonna trace out my shape with that. So here is kind of like a natural fold of mine. So here's where I want the rhinestones to start from my inner tear duct. Taking it maybe like here. When it comes to this outer part, the wing part, just make sure that you take the rhinestone that is right in your fold, that it's outside of that fold, because if it's too far in, it's gonna get swallowed up by that crease. So make sure that you're going like this, maybe. Yeah, something like this I can do. I'm gonna start with my liner part, I think. I'm gonna start like right in the middle of my eye to kind of start with my wing. And I'm placing that quite close to my lash line. They look like they sit quite close to each other. Kind of trying my best here not to be a perfectionist. And then the further out I come, I try to go a little bit further up on my lash line or on my lid because I don't want it to go downwards too much and make my eyelid droopy. So I'm kind of lifting the eye a little bit, faking it a little bit by going further up. Now let's start building the kind of wing part. Why do I say kind of all the time? It isn't kind of the wing part, it is the wing. I'm annoyed. All right, so now, ooh, look at me. Now, since I don't have a lot of lid space right in here, I'm gonna go in with that smaller size and do the inner part of my line with that. And by smaller size, I mean one smaller than this, so number 9. Okay, that is that eye. I'm gonna do the other one and I will be right back, but I won't be right back. Just know that I will be sitting here for another half hour doing this eye. I just wanted you to know, okay? All right, here is the second finished look. Let me do a close up. So, how freaking fabulous is this eye? Look at it. Look at all that glam. I love it. What do you think? This is quite a little bit of a 60s vibe, isn't it? Imagine this with like huge lashes. I definitely think you could afford to do like huge lashes with this, and then you would get a little bit of that liner magic with the diamonds, but you will definitely see this top liner thing. Wow. I cannot believe that I'm about to take this off, that I'm only about to take photos of this, and then I need to like take it off after all this work. To be honest, I thought it was going to take a lot of time, but once I started doing this eye without trying to film it, it went a lot quicker. I just did the boop, boop, boop thing. And then in between, I kind of dotted the glue off a little bit on my hand so that I don't get too much glue. Because the thing with like these bigger diamonds and trying to place them on the upper part of your lid is you don't want too much glue, because then they kind of slide downwards. So you want to be very sparse with the glue for the big ones on the top. I also tight line my eyes a little bit because your lashes sort of get lost in all of this diamonds. So to thicken up the lash line, if you're not wearing falsies, do a little bit of tight lining and you're good to go. Let's do the last look. Okay, so look number 3, the final one. So for this next one, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna kind of draw out a line that we're gonna follow. So once again, going in with that brow pen. I don't know if I want to take mine quite that far down, but I might go to right, kind of like where my tear duct is, and then somewhere here, and then just straight across and up. So I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it right now. Pun intended. How about something like...
No, I need to go further down. I do not like how that turned out, okay? And then, actually move from right here, go a bit further down, and then up again. Give me 1 second. I think it's worth spending a little time on the line that you draw, because...
Now I kind of like the shape right now. Number 10s is what we're gonna grab. I'm just saying this, if anybody orders the same diamonds, then I want you to know which ones that I'm using. So I'm going for number 10. Please, you guys here. Why am I talking to the diamonds? That is a very weird thing to do. Very weird. Let's start with our inner corner. As I said, I'm gonna place my first one kind of in the same height as my tear duct right there. You can see that. And then I'm just going in, and I'm placing them quite close to each other. I want it to be a very defined line. And I'm gonna do as I did with my first look. I dipped them in the glue, then I dipped them on my hand. So you see that's some glue left over. And then I apply them to my eye. Yes. I think that this will end up being my favorite look. These tweezers, man, they are everything. Now that I think about it, maybe this last one should have been a smaller one. Maybe I'll like just remove that and place the smallest one there, so that it's just kind of like a thinner end at that liner, making it look more like feline. And I'm going to place that one up here instead. There we go. Yeah, once that dries, I'm pretty sure that will look awesome. And then I think that for my last one, I might do another like tiny one. Let's do that. Oh, look at that fancy ass diamond cut crease liner. I don't even know what to call it. It's so fucking fabulous. Ooh, okay, yes. This is definitely my favorite so far. I love that. I'm gonna do the other one and I will be right back. How pretty is this? I mean, I don't know if I ever feel this pretty in my life before. This is absolutely my favorite out of the 3. This is something I would wear for birthday, for New Year's, for what I would wear. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I need an occasion to wear this. I find it so freaking pretty and like, dare I say, subtle in a extravagant way. This is also the most comfortable out of the three because the first one, I could kind of feel the rhinestones down here, you know, when I move my eye. And the second one, of course, I could feel it on my eye, kind of my lash line. This one, I don't feel at all. So easy to do and so comfortable to wear. 10 out of 10 can recommend this one. 10 out of 10. Okay, my lists, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this 3 different rhinestones look. I hope you try it. I really encourage you to do it. And if you want to order rhinestones, I can highly recommend these ones. They come in so many different sizes. Like I haven't even touched the bigger sizes on top. They can do like more face stuff with. So there's just, if you have creativity, the possibilities are endless, I would say. Yes. Okay. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I really hope to see you in the next one.